debate night.
But if you're not ultimately winning elections and ultimately winning the big policy fights, then it's not going to matter.
What to expect from tonight's Republican presidential debate here in South Florida? A month of war. What's next for Israel and Gaza? And South Florida voters make.
We have to get prepared. We have to get our people together.
After Election Day comes to a close, these stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Kenneth Bueno. Today is Wednesday, November 8th, 2023.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Debate night as the third Republican presidential debate takes place in South Florida. While Trump marks his own rally in Hialeah, we are hours away from Republican candidates Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Tim Scott, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Chris Christie making their third appearance at tonight's Republican debate. Caplin Shamir Touzé is live from the Adrian Arch Center with more on what to expect. Good morning, Shamir.
It's impossible to know exactly what the candidates are going to say when they meet the stage here at the Arts Center later this evening. But today they're going to debate.
I'm competing in a field with really solid Republicans.
Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina speaking in Central Florida on Saturday and praising the rest of the field, including the state's governor, who also spoke.
Make promises, but if you're not ultimately winning elections and ultimately winning the big policy fights, then it's not going to matter.
Entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy also qualified to be on stage in Miami tonight, running as a political outsider.
You want a pre-canned speech? You want to talk some truth?
And despite being heckled by Trump supporters, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie is fighting to get his message across.
Every one of those boos, every one of those catcalls, every one of those yells will not keep it, yes, sure, will not solve one problem we face in this country.
Former U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, was not at Saturday's summit. As she takes the stage tonight, she is locked in battle with Ron DeSantis to be the leading alternative to Donald Trump. The debate is going to be at 8 o'clock tonight. If you weren't able to buy your tickets, you can watch it on NBC or stream it on Peacock. I'm Shamir Touzé for Caplin News.
Our other big story this morning is election 2023. There was no mayor-elect in Miami Beach this morning after that race heads to a runoff. Caplin News reporter Sofia Bolivar was at the watch party of one of those runoff candidates.
Right through these doors behind me at Cafe Avanti in Miami Beach, Michael Gongora, his friends, families, and supporters all celebrated the runoff. Although it wasn't a win, they are expecting one 2 weeks from now. Although there was much celebration at Gongora's election watch party last night, the race is not over yet.
It's been a long time. We've worked very hard. It was always my game plan to be in a runoff. We knew there would be a runoff with 4 candidates running. So I'm thrilled to be here, and I feel well positioned to be the next Miami Beach mayor.
Michael Gongora made it to the runoff with 28% of votes, and Stephen Miner came in with 30%. Now they are stepping into the next stage of the Miami Beach mayoral election.
So we have to get prepared. We have to get our people together. We have to hit the streets. We got to knock on doors. We got to send Michael's message to the people.
Many at the party saw the runoff as a huge stepping stone for Gongora's future. We've worked so hard to achieve this. Michael deserves it. He is the best candidate without a doubt. Former Commissioner and Vice Mayor Gongora and Miner, who resigned his seat on the commission in order to run, will now face the pressure of having voters come out and vote once more for a final result. There were many positive vibrations and good expectations. Many of his supporters are going to continue advocating for his campaign. For Caplin News, I'm Sofia Bolivar.
Another closely watched race, this one in the city of Miami. Suspended District 1 Commissioner Alex Diaz de la Portilla is heading to a runoff with Miguel Angel Gabela. You may remember the governor suspended the commissioner after accusations of bribery and corruption, to which he has pleaded not guilty. Let's move to our next story. Also, election results this morning from Hialeah. Caplin News reporter Catherine Miranda checks out one of the council races in the City of Progress.
On Election Day yesterday, the Hialeah community came out to the polls to vote for City Council Groups 1 and 4. Here's a rundown on voters, candidates, and the importance of this election. New candidate Elias D. Monte de Oca ran against incumbent member Monica Nicole Perez for Council Group 1. And coming back from the 2022 Hialeah primary elections for another race, Angelica Pacheco faces Vivian Casals Munoz, who looked to retain her seat for Council Group 4. Located on Palm Avenue, City Hall is the place where the future council will make decisions on pressing issues in Hialeah.
This is important. Coming out to vote in the city of Hialeah is important. Our election is important because local government affects our life. There's a lot of capital improvements, a lot of future plans for the city, which we've allocated some funds to meet this demand, this problem. And that's something that's in our proposed plan to help some of the issues that we've been seeing here in the city.
Although the election had a low turnout, candidates believe this election was mostly participated through vote by mail.
I know 2015, I believe, was the lowest turnout after this election, but there was more people going outside of vote by mail, whereas this time it's almost completely skidded to vote by mail.
There were 37 polling locations in the city of Hialeah. Polling sites operated from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and results were announced after the 7 p.m. deadline for voters to submit both mail and in-person ballots. The city of Hialeah takes pride in exercising their constitutional right in order to make the community a better place. For more information, visit hialeahfl.gov. Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Catherine Miranda.
The two candidates you saw were from the Group 1 race. Monica Nicole Perez ended up winning that seat. In Group 4, the winner was Angela Pacheco. We have the results this morning in the Homestead Council races. For Seat 1, Thomas B. Davis defeated two different challengers. Sean L. Fletcher wins Seat number 2. Larry Roth is your winner for Seat 3. And in Seat 6, it's Clemente Canaval. Big national issues at stake on Election Day as well, but none bigger than abortion access. Ohio delivered another victory for abortion rights activists in the wake of the U.S. Supreme Court's 2022 decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. The state became the latest to enshrine abortion rights in its constitution with the projected voter approval of a ballot measure on the issue. November 7th marked 1 month since the attacks on Israel on October 7th by Hamas that kicked off the current war in the Middle East. On Tuesday night, Israelis made their way to the Western Wall to hold a mass prayer for hostages held in Gaza after Hamas launched a surprise attack. Citizens waved yellow ribbons given by volunteers that hold gatherings every night in Tel Aviv, hoping to show a sign of solidarity for those captured. Israel remains in the fight against Hamas as the country holds on to hope. A convenience store robbery on Monday morning was caught on camera, and what the thieves used will surprise you. The robbers used a construction backhoe in order to break in the store and secured an ATM. According to the store owner, the assailants left empty-handed and caused $10,000 in damage. All that was left was the backhoe, the damaged store, and no trace of the vandals. A Michigan business was damaged after a not-so-friendly individual smashed through the front door. A deer ended up crash landing into a lingerie store and ended up destroying the store, running rampant. Fixtures, tables, mannequins, and even mirrors were destroyed. The deer left once an employee opened the door. According to the store owner, there were no injuries and no word if the deer was hurt. Zookeepers with some tall tales about a recent birth. That's still ahead, and so is this story.
This program is a great reminder that we have a great commitment, a great connection with our community.
And a popular Univision show receives an honor here in South Florida, and it brings its FIU interns along. Newsbreak will be back in just 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
The anchors of the Univision program Primer Impacto honored in South Florida. After 30 years on the air, the show's anchors were presented with a key to the city of Doral. Caplin News reporter Rosana Oviedo was at City Place for Friday's big event.
Primer Impacto Univision News Show is celebrating their 30-year anniversary here at the City Place in Doral. With Hispanic music, the celebration of the third decade of Univision, Primer Impacto took off at the City Place in Doral. The show was also honored with the keys to the city of Doral presented by Mayor Christy Fraga. A student from the STEP program at FIU had the chance to share their thoughts about the event and were able to get in front of the camera.
Okay, so we are here with STEP Univision, and we're super excited because we're working behind the scenes with Primer Impacto, and it's super cool because we get to see this live, and like our families are watching us at home.
We are here at the 30th anniversary of Primer Impacto, and it's so cool to see the behind the scenes of how the cameras work, how the teleprompter works, everyone working as a team together to make this show live.
News anchor shared her thoughts about Primer Impacto and how it has influenced her life and the community.
In this program is a great reminder that we have a great commitment, a great connection with our community, and we have a lot more years to go because we have a lot more stories to tell.
Remember when I used to live in the South Bronx? Yeah. I'm from the project, and I'm very proud to say that I am. I used to say, wow, one of these days, this is my dream, I'm going to work in that show and I'm going to sit down in that chair. And
Primer Impacto is live every day from Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. This is Rosana Oviedo for Caplin News.
A new baby giraffe was born in the Como Park Zoo and Conservatory and was welcomed with open arms. The giraffe was born Monday night and is currently unnamed. According to the zoo, the calf was next to its mother less than an hour after it was birthed. It is expected to make its debut to the public within the next few weeks. You're watching Newsbreak. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Well, that's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Kenneth Bueno. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.